Okay, so here's a video, part one of a two-part series on the heirs of Rome. So when you look at the Roman Empire and how it's really united itself in the Mediterranean, they called, with Augustine's Pax Romana, the Roman peace, and Mare Nostrum, our sea, talking about the Mediterranean being their influence, their center, and the spread of the Latin language, for example, being an example of that, and the Roman culture, and the commerce. All these things was a unified way of looking at the Mediterranean. Well, by the 5th century, things start to collapse. That starts to change. Roman Empire doesn't go away, but it starts to reform itself. And that is what I call the heirs of Rome, what comes out of the ashes of Rome. And it starts to realign itself in three different ways. You have Western Europe, you have the Byzantine Empire, and then later on by the 8th century, 9th century, you get really to form the Islamic world, Dar-e-Islam, the Islamic world, and its sphere of influence that it takes over. And it uses memory of Rome, the political system. It uses memory of the Persian Empire. It's in a strategic place on that Silk Road that we've been talking about, and it creates a whole new shift that has a lasting memory to this day, doesn't it? All three of those. So we're going to look at, in this three-part series, first looking at the split between Byzantium and Western Europe. One rises out of that. And then in part two, you start to see what shifts in the early stages of the Islamic world that comes out of the Arabian Peninsula. So enjoy this first part. If you have questions on anything, let me know. If you want further reading, as this is just a taster. This is just an appetizer of this very big, complex subject. But I hope you get something out of it that will also help you with the exam that's going to be happening very shortly by Thursday. So we're almost done with this class, and this is, I want to, just some information to help you along the way.